Hi everyone, I'm Crisella Joanna D, and today let me show you how to find the unit vector orthogonal to both u and b using the cross product. So our given is -4, 3, and -2, while our given b is -1, 1, and 0. So to get the product of u cross v, let's write the components of u into a matrix -4, 3, and -2. And then the components of b, -1, 1, and 0. So our first step is to delete the first column. So it will just be 3, -2, 1, and 0. So let's cross multiply this. 3 times 0 minus -2 times 1, it will be 2. And then our second step, to get the second term, we'll have to delete the second column. So it will just be -4, -2, -1, and 0. So let's cross multiply that. It will be -2 times -1 minus -4 times 0. It will be 2. And to get the third term, we have to delete the third column. So it will just be -4, 3, -1, and 1. And then let's multiply that. -4 times 1 minus 3 times -1. -4 plus 3, so it will just be -1. So now we have our u cross v, which is equals to 2, 2, and -1. We can also use this formula and we will just get the same answer. Yan. 2, 2, and -1. So feel free to read this later. And let's proceed into getting the magnitude of u cross v. So to get that, we'll just have to square each term. So 2 squared is 4 and -1 squared is 1. So let's add 4 plus 4 plus 1 is equals to the square root of -9. And then let's get the square root of 9, it's just 3. So now that we have the magnitude of u cross v, we can now get our unit vector. So let's just plug in the values of u cross v over the magnitude of u cross v, which is 3. So we now have our unit vector 2/3, 2/3, and -1/3. Now that we have our unit vector, we also have to prove that it is orthogonal to both u and b. So to prove that it is orthogonal to both u and b, the product of the unit vector and u must be equals to 0. So let's multiply. 2/3 times -4 is -8/3. 2/3 times 3 is equals to 6/3. And -1/3 times -2 is 2/3. And then we'll just have to add this all up. -8/3 plus 6/3 plus 2/3 is equals to 0. And then for the v, we'll just have to do the same. Unit vector times v must be equals to 0. So 2/3 times -1 is -2/3, and 2/3 times 1 is 2/3, and -1/3 times 0 is 0. So let's add this all up. -2/3 plus 2/3 plus 0 is equals to 0. So they're indeed orthogonal to both u and b. So we've accomplished our task for today. Thank you for watching, and that's all for today.